Welcome back, and welcome to something a little bit different. On Sunday the 4th, we got our first look at NLT's new game, Symphony of the Serpent. After the trailer dropped, I got the chance to sit down with NLT in his Discord with a live audience to discuss the main changes coming to Symphony of the Serpent. We ended up talking for nearly 2 hours about many different topics, including Patreon and the adult gaming industry as a whole. Here is a little segment of that conversation, and I hope you enjoy. Is this going to be a whole new level of content to the other games?
Yeah, as far as level of content, it's going to be different than the Genesis Order. Really, there's going to be kind of multiple things going on in Symphony of the Serpent, where there's like a dating sim aspect to it, where kind of your choices and stuff matter with certain characters. But then at the same time, because with all the games, the storylines are they're very structured in a very specific way, and I kind of do that on purpose. Like, I don't want to have branching. Like, everyone who plays the game is experiencing the same story. When you talk about the story, you're all talking about the same things that are happening to the same characters. There's not different things happening, but there is going to be a subset of characters where your choices do play a difference. So there's kind of two games going on at the same time. There's a dating sim aspect that happens like in the restaurant, in the hospital, and in the nightclub. There's like this dating sim sub game happening, while at the same time the normal game is happening, where there's a linear storyline that's going to have a beginning and an end and stuff. That's going to happen with 10 characters on the side. So when we were making the Genesis Order, there was kind of this thought, which actually with Treasure of Nadi and the Genesis Order, is 12 characters too much to, like, can you get an attachment to all 12 characters in a story? Now, the story's big. Like, the mainline story is like 20, 30 hours, maybe. I mean, it could be longer if, you're figuring out puzzles and stuff. But, I kind of feel like, yeah, that's enough time to develop 12 characters. But if we focused on 10 characters instead of 12, we can develop them even more. And that's kind of the direction we're going in Symphony of the Serpent, that the mainline story is going to revolve around 10 characters. But at the same time, I don't want there to be fewer characters in Symphony of the Serpent. It's like, got to do bigger and better. So there's going to be 6 characters in addition to the 10 that are kind of the dating sim characters, where how you interact with them kind of will change what you can do and stuff. So they're going to have the sex scenes, all the stuff. They're kind of going to be separate. They're going to you could ignore them. You could completely ignore that aspect of the game, or you could focus on that aspect of the game, and that's going to kind of be the way you play the game, kind of the more open aspect of the game. And then the linear aspect of the game is going to focus on the 10. And then in addition, so we got 10 plus the 6 dating some girls. Then there's going to be an additional 4 girls that are not the booty call girls. They're side characters, but they're not going to have Kama Sutra pages and stuff like that. They're going to be characters that will have sex scenes and that you'll interact with them and stuff. But one problem with Treasure of Nadia and the Genesis Order is, because you can booty call a girl at any time, the story can never go a place where the character is like mad at you and like won't come over, or a character has done something like is like super evil, and like, why would you ever invite an evil character to your bedroom to have sex? It's like, there was never a character like that in any of the games. Like, and I think opening up with Symphony of the Serpent, the possibility to have characters that are just purely evil, and like there's no redeeming value about them at all, and they're gonna have their own like villain arc or whatever, but they're the bad guys. They're clearly the bad guys. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot more going on in Symphony of the Serpent, while at the same time having a more focused story. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. I think it's going to be a bigger game overall, but the character development on the 10 core women should be more focused than in the previous Treasure of Nadia or the Genesis Order.
Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed that. Stick around, as I have much more to share in the future. And as always, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.